EU sources claimed the plan would see a phasing in of new rules over a 5 to 7 year period. But a UK government source told this website, "There's been no breakthrough on fish. Nothing new has been achieved on this today." The EU sources also claim talks were now focusing on hammering out the ratchet clause. This clause would mean the UK government could potentially have to follow EU environmental, social and labour standards. "We will use your email address only for sending you newsletters. Please see our privacy notice for details of your data protection rights." Failing to do so could mean tariffs on British exports. UK sources said that the negotiations would collapse unless this was dropped within the next 48 hours. British negotiators are instead offering to review the deal over an unknown number of years to allow the terms of trade to be changed if there is significant movement. A UK government source told The Guardian, "There won't be any agreement if the EU don't recognise reality. We'll only keep talking if there is some movement and we think there's any point." It comes after Mr Barnier asked for a transition period that would see the UK move from having catch quotas of around 18 to 20% of fish in UK waters to 50% over 10 years. Brexit talks also remain on a knife edge after a fraught 48 hours. Lord Frost and Mr Barnier were at an impasse on Friday night, which saw the EU's chief negotiator return to Brussels empty-handed. It was down to Mr Johnson and Ms von der Leyen to intervene and decide, after an hour-long phone call on Saturday evening, on one last roll of the dice before today and tomorrow. The two leaders will reconvene on Monday, where it will be decided whether the UK leaves the Brexit transition without a deal or not. In a joint statement, Mr Johnson and Ms von der Leyen said on Saturday night, in a phone call today on the ongoing negotiations between the European Union and the United Kingdom, "We welcome the fact that progress has been achieved in many areas. Nevertheless, significant differences remain on three critical issues: level playing field, governance and fisheries." Both sides underline that no agreement is feasible if these issues are not resolved. Whilst recognizing the seriousness of these differences, we agreed that a further effort should be undertaken by our negotiating teams to assess whether they can be resolved. We are therefore instructing our chief negotiators to reconvene tomorrow in Brussels. We will speak again on Monday evening.